I'm Ariana Grande.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Erivo.
And you're listening to the Broadway Podcast Network.
Visit bpm.fm to discover more.
I think one of my big takeaways is when I invest in my creative self, the universe responds.
Oh, hello, friends. It's Susan Blackwell
and Laura Camien from The Spark File, where we believe everyone is creative, but smart creatives don't go it alone.
Hey, we've got some exciting news. Doors are officially open for the fall 2026 cohort of The Spark File Blaze.
Blaze is our transformational group coaching program designed to help you stop sitting on your creative ideas and finally make them real.
So you bring the dream, the book, the business, the podcast, the screenplay, your vision for the next chapter of your life, and we provide the accountability and structure to help you build the momentum and courage to actually follow through.
Inside Blaze, you'll get world-class coaching, powerful curriculum, and a deeply supportive creative community that wants to see you succeed.
And here's a hot tip. This may be the last Blaze cohort we offer for the foreseeable future. What?
So if there's a creative project calling to you, if you've been waiting for the right time, if part of you knows that you are meant to make a bigger creative leap, this is your sign.
Head to thesparkfile.com to learn more and book a free, fun, no pressure discovery call with us.
Here's what some of our clients have to say about it.
One of my biggest takeaways from the Spark File is a renewed sense of forward movement.
Considering the possibility that people might like what I create, which is great.
That fear is not a valid reason to delay your creative goals.
Go to thesparkfile.com to learn more about Blaze.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
The Sparkfile podcast may contain profanity and other adult content.
Please use your discretion.
When I bump into something that inspires me, I dump it in my spark file. Could be something that I want to make or how I want to be. I pump it in my spark file. I jump into my spark file. Let's open up the spark file.
Welcome to the Spark File, where we believe that everyone is creative, but smart creative people don't go it alone.
I'm Laura Camien.
And I'm Susan Blackwell, and we are creativity coaches who help people clarify and accomplish their creative goals.
You should know that just by listening to this podcast, you are joining a warm and wonderful clan of creatives.
But you may also be asking yourself, ladies, what exactly is a Spark File?
A Spark File is a place where you consistently collect all of your inspirations and fascinations. Every episode, we're going to reach into our Spark Files and exchange some sparks. And from time to time, we may even talk to some folks who spark us too.
And your mission, gentle listener, should you choose to accept it, is to take some of those sparks of inspiration and make something of your own. So without further ado, let's open up the Spark File. Hey, Laura Camien.
Hi, Susan. It is the day of the finale.
Can you believe it? It is the day of the recording of the season 7 finale of the Spark File Creativity Podcast.
Wow.
Established 2019, 2018?
2018, I think, and launched 2019. Could that be true? I think we might have started recording things in 2018 or maybe 19. I don't know.
I think that's just a great glimpse into the minds of Susan Blackwell and Laura Camien right there.
That's exactly what goes on around here.
I mean,
we just did that about what year we met. That's why that feels like deja vu, because we were like, it was this. No, I'm pretty sure it was that.
I'm going to say 2019 because I just checked my emails
Okay.
And we recorded the theme song in June of 2019.
But do you think we recorded the theme song before we even recorded a single episode?
No, we were recording episodes, but I don't think we were recording them in 2018.
Okay.
Isn't this exciting, listeners?
We were dreaming it up in 2018. I can say that. We were definitely dreaming and scheming, and then
that's right,
making it a reality, because that's what we like to do once we put a dream in the world.
7 seasons.
7 seasons. Plus like a season of town hall artists as well. So it's all kinds of craziness over here.
Shenanigans.
What is fun is that, when you do something that long, you start to like form some traditions and some rituals, and we're known for some of those. And the way we have grown to end a season has been with some reflection upon said season. Yeah. That's what we're going to do today.
We're going to chit and chat a little bit about our favorite episodes this season, things we might have learned along the way, regrets. We've got a few. Let's kick it off, Laura. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. The
question on the table. Favorite episode of our own that we created and what we learned from it.
Are you tossing that at me? Is that for me, you say? Is that a pointed question in my direction?
Sure, why not?
I am going to say, first of all, as I reflected on this season, I noticed something about myself and what continually found itself in my Spark file. What kind of fascinations were fascinating to me this season? I got into the neuroscience of it all. Like I seem to have an infatuation with my own brain. I don't mind it. I think it's going to continue, to be honest. I am really loving learning more about my brain, but it started right away with like immaculate perception and talking about uncertainty that I learned about from Dr. Dan Siegel. And then I never stopped. It goes all the way through like Jungian theory and all of that. I'm just like, man, I was a maniac for neuroscience. And I think of all of these episodes this year, I kind of loved expansion anxiety. And I'm not going to lie. I also like it when people say, hey, that resonated for me too, because then I feel a little less alone in the world. Like I feel a little less like I'm a crazy person dealing with this. Turns out, no, I'm not alone. And expansion anxiety was super fun because it was me experiencing something in a moment and discovering what it was. And that discovery having a direct impact on my ability to manage it. And change directions. And that was really flipping cool.
Not to get ahead of the game.
Go for it though.
But I'm going to go ahead and say that one of my favorite episodes that you produced was expansion anxiety. I learned so much in that tidy little episode and have applied those things almost immediately, those disruptions to ruminative thoughts. Sometimes I'm not always certain that the thing that's motivating the ruminative thought is that I'm expanding into something. Sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just caught in a brain loop. And it's so wonderful to have tools to address it.
To stop it. Yeah. And I found for me also to understand why it was happening was fascinating. That, so for anyone who hasn't heard this episode, brief synopsis is just that when we are faced with expansion, and the unknown that comes with it. So presumably we are expanding beyond our comfort zone. We're expanding into new areas and things that we want to do and who we want to be in the next chapter of our life, etc. Our brain, because it prefers certainty to uncertainty, it will ruminate. It can find something that is perhaps an old problem, an old relationship problem, an old thing, a behavioral problem or thing we thought we've solved in the past, and it can bring it back. And just like running around a track, it can run in a loop thinking like, if I think about this enough, I can come to a solution. There is no solution. That's the spoiler alert. There's no solution.
You're caught in a trap.
Yep, you're caught in a trap. And your brain actually prefers that to the uncomfortability of something new.
The open savanna of uncertainty.
That is correct. So that was fascinating to learn that and to acknowledge like this is not a problem with my brain. This is what our brains do, because it feels more comfortable to them. Yeah. And we can say, thanks so much for trying to stay comfortable, but we're safe and we are fine. And it is okay to move beyond into new things.
Such a great episode.
Thank you.
Among many great episodes. And I will say, I share with you, as I was doing the graphics for the podcast this season, not every week, but many weeks, I was like, what's another variation of a brain? Like literally like a brain doing this, a brain doing that.
About the brain again. The new Sparkfile logo will be the brain with a match.
But it really does. It all ties back to our creativity, doesn't it?
It really does. I think you should say one of yours that was a favorite.
I'm going to say two.
Okay.
And I guess what's my basis for this? They are things that I have continued to turn to think about, to recommend to people who are maybe going through it. And one of them is From Strength to Strength, which was drawing from the fantastic Arthur C. Brooks book of the same name about how we can capitalize on our crystallized intelligence in the latter part of our creative lives. And the other one was Dopamine Reset, which was based on the work of Dr. Anna Lemke. And it's about recognizing when we may have a problem, we may have a little dopamine addiction. And all of that has been so useful to me because by dealing with it, I can get back to my creativity. I can get back to using my time and my brain in the ways that I want to be using my time and brain and applying those to my creativity. So those were two that really kept the bells of those kept ringing and ringing for me.
Yes. Those were great episodes, Susan. And just in an effort to not say, hey, mine too. Because I was going to say Dopamine Reset was one of my faves because why? The neuroscience of it all. But I also loved, and am I scanning the list of episodes right now? Yes, I am. Good Teachers, Bad Teachers.
Oh,
I really loved how you wove in A Tree Grows in Brooklyn and our own reflections on, teachers who made an impact on us positively and teachers who, thank God we didn't listen to them for too long or, a lot of things that we've done in our life might not have gotten done. That was fun. That was a fun road to go down.
I think it also inspired several folks to revisit A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which I just stand by is a great fucking read.
So good. May I add another one that I am reminded of right now that I enjoyed making? Can I say that?
Yes, of course.
So A Good Cry was so fun because number one is I did a call out to friends and asked about the things that make them cry when they really intentionally want to let it rip.
Yeah.
And so I loved that opportunity to get to know my friends, both new friends and old friends, just even more deeply. It was just a topic that surprisingly, I'd covered with many friends, but not all of my friends. So it was wow, I'm learning new things about my favorite people. Yeah. So that was fun. But then when we posted a video about a tiny segment from that about how
Easy criers.
people who cry easily are not too sensitive or weak in any way, but actually are more emotionally intelligent and are faster processors of emotion than others. So the quicker you can release all of those chemicals from your body out through your tear ducts, the better it is for you. And the response that we got and the number of new people writing to us and wanting to talk about that topic was really thrilling. I hadn't realized just how many people out there had been conditioned to think like crying is something that I shouldn't do. If I can help it, I should keep it to myself. If I can contain it, I should. Only to find out that perhaps they are even more evolved than they realized. That was exciting.
And I believe there was a call to action at the end of that social media post about joining the Easy Criers, the band the Easy Criers.
We've got a big band. We got a big band now.
That band is huge. It's more like an army.
I know.
An army of Easy Criers.
I love it. I mean, Is there a stronger group of people? I think not.
You want to make the world a better place.
That's right. Let's do it.
I'm going to say one more that I'm just happy that it's documented and it exists, which was A Spooky Winter Story, which was about the kin of my husband and how they are crazy murderers.
Anybody out there, if you haven't listened to that, take a listen. If you just like a good tale, like a good story.
You could listen to it in the high heat of summer and it'll still be super spooky.
Such a good one. Such a good one. What a fun season.
Before we were recording today, I was looking over the season trying to just remember what we had made and what we had done. And I was like, I think there was some really, really good, there were some good goodies in here.
Yes.
Some classics that we explored for the first time and some new ideas that I had never heard of before.
Yep.
I think our hope is that it just, all of it in some way, shape, or form contributes to your creative life.
That is so true. And perhaps gives you not just specific ideas, but an overall sense of freedom that you can think about old ideas in a new way. You can dream up fresh ideas, all of it. Like it's all on the table.
Yeah. It's all on the table, Laura.
The table.
So we're getting ready to blast into summer, and that doesn't mean the Spark File stops spark filing. Just because the podcast is on pause, the Spark File continues to spark.
That's right. And the way we're going to spark it up this summer is with the Spark File creative community.
Yeah.
And guess what we did? We just beefed it up.
So we did.
We did, Susan. It's the same price. It's a low cost way to jump in and swim around in these creative waters with us. But we beefed it up. We doubled down. We now have 2 creativity labs a week, Tuesday nights, Saturday mornings, where you can dedicate time to your creative work. Jump on Zoom, join us. Let's get our work done. Let's share our work out loud. And twice a month, get some coaching from us. We do Coach's Corner, where you can bring in a question, you can ask for resources, you can get feedback from the group and from us.
We get asked fairly frequently, how can we coach with you? This is the most direct, easy, and affordable way to coach with us, because you can just jump in and 2 times a month, you can slide into a coach's corner and coach.
If you're building a business, you're building a show, you're producing something, any number of things, you can just pop in and say, I'm kind of stuck on this.
Yeah.
What do you got? Any tools, any resources that can help. And we're so happy to. So that's what we're going to do all summer long. Yeah.
Also, I just want to stress, if you want to slide into the community and show up, you can just work quietly too. You can just be working quietly.
That's right.
Knowing that you got the full force of the support of the Spark File behind you. You don't have to share anything out loud if you don't want to. You don't have to make a peep. That's a great option too.
sometimes, I mean, a lot of times that's what I do. I just jump in. I'm so happy to see everyone's faces. Yeah. And then we're all like, what are you guys working on? We're working on this. Let's go.
Turn off my camera and do some quiet work. So that's what's popping over here for summertime. What about when the weather turns cooler, Laura Camien?
When the weather turns, these voices will be back in your ears. Season 8 of the Sparkfile podcast will return at the end of summer. And we'll be rolling into the next cohort of Blaze, which is our foundational group creativity coaching program. Mm-hmm. Suze, you want to tell us about Blaze?
So Blaze is kicking off on September 17th. We meet on Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, all via Zoom, people from around the world, creatives of all types. And as Laura just said, this is our flagship creativity coaching program. It is fun. It is deep. If you have a creative vision that you want to clarify and then create, if you want to take some big creative strides towards the completion of a creative goal, it is a great environment in which to do it. And the group is already shaping up to be fantastic. It is a really, really great group of fun, kind, talented, emotionally and socially evolved people.
And a full variety. We have screenwriters, we have beekeepers, we have novelists, essayists, we have
stand-up comedians.
We have people who are creating podcasts. Yeah. We have people who are creating businesses.
Yeah.
It's really a fun group already. So come and join us. You can find all that information online and you can book a free call with us. It is so zero pressure. I don't even know how to tell you more that it's not low pressure. It's no pressure whatsoever. We want to talk to you about your creative work and we want to talk about what's possible for you. That's it.
So be thinking about it though, because I think this is probably the last time we'll do Blaze for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
We have some other things that we're very excited about that we're cooking up. But if you ever wanted to Blaze, now is the time to Blaze.
Now is the time. And you know what, Susan? Now is the time for that reason and another reason. I was talking to a friend last night and he was like, my God, with the world the way that it is, can all of us just say, if not now, when? If not now, when? We are not guaranteed anything in this world. Let us do what we were meant to do with our time on this earth.
Well put, Laura Camien.
Yeah, happy to help.
So I think with that, this is the conclusion of season 7 of the Sparkfile podcast.
It's hard to believe, but it is true. Thank you all for listening. Truly. Thanks for all that you do to support. And thanks for writing in when something is meaningful to you. It's very meaningful to us to receive those messages. Yeah. So thank you so much.
And thank you to our existing Sparkfile community. You all are just the best, the best. And congratulations to you, Laura Camien, on the completion of 7 seasons of the Sparkfile podcast.
7 seasons. Congrats to you too, Susan Blackwell.
Sibilant Susan Blackwell.
We're still finding things in our brain that excite us, that inspire us. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the Sparkfile podcast, it really does. It's what keeps my brain alive.
Yay.
Thank you, Sparkfile podcast. Thank you, Laura Camien. I think that's it. This episode of the Sparkfile was made on the lands of the Lenape and the Mohican people. And as always, we hope it put another bunch of sparks into your file. Listen, if there's a spark you'd like us to explore, or if you'd like to learn more about how to work with us to accomplish your creative goals, you can email getcreative@thesparkfile.com or just reach us through our website, thesparkfile.com.
We will even happily take your feedback. We might even work it into season 8. You never know. But You know the price of admission. First, you got to share a creative risk that you have taken recently.
You can follow us on social at The Spark File, and be sure to subscribe, rate, and 5-star review this podcast. If you haven't done this already, or if you did it, but it was like 4 years ago, slide in there and do it again. It really helps other listeners to find us. Also, if you like this podcast, we hope you'll share it with people that you love. And if you didn't like it, we're 7 seasons in, you got to know it's just not for you. Choose a different program.
But thanks for trying. If something lights you up and gets your creative juices flying, we are writing you a forever permission slip to make that thing that has been knocking at your door. It's your turn to take that spark and fan it into a flame.
You know, you got to take it
and make it. For God's sakes, make it.
When I bump into something that inspires me, I dump it in my spark file. Could be something that I want to make or how I want to be. I pump it in my spark file. I jump into my spark file. Let's open up the spark file.